This segment is sponsored by Winning Warrior Krav Maga.
Well, welcome back to Virginia This Morning, live on CBS 6. Our next guest is the founder of Winning Warrior Krav Maga. He's devoted to teaching and living the principles that allow you to protect your most valuable asset, your life. He joins us this morning to talk about his new book, and we welcome Mark Winn back to Virginia this morning. Mark, congratulations on getting this together. How fantastic is that?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How long has this been in the works, Mark? Talk us through how you take these principles, these philosophies, and your experiences and put everything together in the brand new book.
Sure. So for my latest book, it's been about 2 years putting it together. The initial concept came about me thinking about people I've served in the past, my present students, and people I serve in the future. So the idea is I wanted to make sure people had tools and concepts that they could use to better protect themselves.
Winning Warrior Krav Maga studio is in Midlothian. You're right here in the area. You're working with all sorts of clients and students coming in and learning the art of this. For anybody who's not familiar with Krav Maga, take us through an overview of what this is.
Sure. Krav Maga means contact combat, and this the combative self-defense system that the Israeli Defense Forces uses. So they created civilian organizations late 60s, early 70s, and that's how it's continued to spread throughout the world.
Now, Mark, you work with students in person, and we've talked before, you're working with them, meeting them at every level. You'll have new folks coming in, interested in learning just what it is and the beginning steps. You have advanced students. Working with them in person is certainly different than sharing these principles and philosophies in the book. How does that work well? How do you see that coming together in the book in terms of making that available? Why is it so important?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you asked that question, because the main issue is if you don't have a strategy for your self-defense, then a technique's not going to apply. It's not going to work. So you have to understand the concepts and strategies behind self-defense first. Then you can apply knowledge to it to be successful. If a river is overflowing, you just don't start throwing sandbags in it if you don't understand how it's going to flow and what it's going to damage. So you have to have an understanding of concepts first. And that's what this book is about, to protect both your mind and your body. And from the standpoint of protecting your mind, you have to have a higher level of awareness in order to protect your mind. And that means mental attacks in relationships, mental attacks from yourself, life events, and various other issues. So this book actually hits it from several different standpoints. One, I teach you a self-defense concept that you can use to protect your body. I take that same concept over here to show you how you can use it to protect your mind. And then I actually share stories in each chapter of people that have successfully used these concepts to overcome and become successful in their lives.
Mark, a great answer. And really, honestly, it was like the clouds parted as you were describing this, because I understood now. They work together. They work in tandem. I would imagine you direct your students to begin learning about these principles maybe on the page before they get started, so that you can work that big muscle in your body, the brain, and begin to understand the principles, the concepts, and then take it into live action with students. How's everybody responding with this book?
Oh, they're loving it. I've had several reviews done already that I need to get posted. Some people, like you stated, didn't necessarily know what it was going to be like initially, but as time has gone on, they're like, oh, I can't believe how more in depth I can get an understanding on how it affects me in different ways.
So Mark, somebody watching today may be saying, you know what, I am interested in no longer being a victim, but working to develop myself to become a warrior. Is there maybe a step or two you could share with us as they begin to explore this for themselves?
Sure. Again, first of all steps start with the mind. So I'll use the concept of kadima. Kadima, as we described before, is forward or drive. And in order to be successful in a self-defense confrontation, you have to continue to fight until it's safe to leave. When it comes to our mindset, often when things are not easy, we give up. We don't push forward. We don't train ourselves to endure, persevere. And with those being the cases, we never meet our true selves, our best selves. So we have to learn how to change that and train ourselves to change that so that we can be successful in life.
Wow. Even if we just take step number 2, wrap our arms around that right now, that's going to serve us really well in these days and times that we're living in. Some great words of inspiration, Mark. Congratulations on the new book.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We'll share a little bit more information so you can learn more. Winning Warrior Krav Maga, located at 48C Market Square Lane in Midlothian. You can call 804-620-7761. Visit online, kravrva.com. Find out more on Facebook at Winning Warrior Krav Maga and on Instagram at Winning Warrior Krav. Stay tuned everywhere you are, coming up right after this.